Pick number 2 from our 3-pack. We go to Major League Baseball here as NL West battle here is the Diamondbacks, that little small ball. I was a little sneaky team I thought about. Having a little bit of success here hosting the Dodgers. Dodgers here minus 125 at the open, total 9.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last week as far as the Diamondbacks are concerned. And like I said, I think they're the third best team in this division, behind obviously the Padres and the Dodgers. The Dodgers, surprisingly, opening series in LA, dropped 2 out of 3 to Arizona. They had 2 losses in that series, and they were both 2-1. The offense really didn't get clicking. If you're an LA Dodgers fan, Tony, I know you are, just combined for 18 runs in 2 games against Colorado. So the bats are starting to pick it up a little bit. Mookie Betts is questionable for this game. I don't know how much of an impact that's going to make, just because the righty-lefty platoon, Mookie Betts is right-handed. He's going to be facing Merrill Kelly, who is also right-handed. So I don't really – it doesn't hurt. I'll put it that way. They're going to supplement a left-handed bat for Mookie in this game if he doesn't play. This pitching matchup, was the opening day matchup for these teams, and the Dodgers lost that 2-1. Dustin May went 7 innings pitched, gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, no earned, had a .57 whip to go along with that stat line, and Alex Basia would be the one who got the loss on that game, giving up a pinch hit bomb to Kyle Lewis. As I mentioned, Dustin May was really, really productive in that first start against the Diamondbacks. I don't think a lot's going to change here, simply because the Diamondbacks lineup is specifically righty heavy, and with a sinker, cutter, slider, changeup guy like Dustin May runs it up there at about 98, 99. It's just tough. That's all I can say. It's tough. Merrill Kelly, he really struggled in that first start against the Dodgers. The Diamondbacks bullpen really pieced it together in that game to keep the Diamondbacks involved, but it worries me for sure for Merrill Kelly's sake. Four walks in 3.2 innings, or 3 2/3 innings with a 1.91 whip. That ain't good. He didn't give up any runs, but that's not very good. As I mentioned, the Dodgers bats have picked it up. I'm interested to see how they play on the road in this divisional matchup, but I don't think it's really going to be left up to their bats because of how good Dustin May really is on the mound. I do think the Diamondbacks can get to Dustin May. I think it's going to happen, in maybe that 6th, 7th, maybe even the 5th inning. But I think the Dodgers are going to have some pretty good insurance, especially if Kelly struggles with command early in this game. So the nod that I'm going to give in this one, I think you back May and the Dodgers in the first 5. Lay the run line. I think it's minus 110 odds. So you're basically getting spread odds here, and I like it a lot.
All right, Collins here, liking it here on the first 5 here. The play here will be on the Dodgers. You're going to have to be up by 1 run or greater here. You are laying the run line. So you're laying half a run, minus 110 at the completion of 5 innings here against the D-backs. Yeah, Dustin May, someone who went through that surgery. I remember before he went into surgery, actually before he had the injury, the Dodgers were concerned here about his strikeouts, about his velocity. His velocity was down. I remember this greatly because I always read through all the notes and stuff, and he was having issues getting his velocity up, and he was trying to get his strikeouts up. And in doing so, he hurt his elbow. Right, he went back in there. His velocity was down, and he needed the surgery, and he's back now, and it seems to be getting that velocity. He had a really good spring to get that velocity back up to where it needs to be.
Yeah, like we said, he's a sinker, cutter, changeup, slider guy. So he's got 2 pitches he's got two pitches, both fast and all speed, that are gonna go 2 different ways. That's gonna help you out a lot. When you throw 100 miles an hour, that helps you out too. So this is a really good young kid. He was down. I know what you're talking. The velo. He was down like 94 right before that surgery. He was throwing 94 and just getting shelled across the park. But with that velocity comes spin rate. So you can think about 99 miles an hour playing up to 102 or 103 because his ball does spin that much. Like I said, this Diamondbacks lineup's pretty righty heavy. If they do make contact, it's going to be relatively soft, either off the end of the bat or really in the hands. I think the Dodgers bats are starting to pick it up, exactly what you wanted to see in a Colorado series. So I think you back the better pitcher here. if Merrill Kelly struggles again to find this command, the Dodgers aren't going to be – they're not going to turn it over to the bullpen and be what they were on opening day. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, Dodgers going to field, of course, Betts is questionable. We had that little brush there with in the outfield late last night in the game. You had to be really up late to watch that one. But looks like righty-lefty here for the lineup for the Dodgers. Betts, Freeman, Smith, Muncy, Martinez, Peralta, Vargas, Outman, and Rojas. That's what everyone's worried about, is that bottom of the lineup for the Dodgers. Outman is someone we saw last year during the late in the season, got called up, had a really big game. I believe it was against Colorado, if I wasn't mistaken. He was one of the big prospects who got called up late last year. Really was kind of forgotten once the playoffs started, but people remembered him again.
Yeah. I'll tell you I'm absolutely, as a Braves fan, Jason Hayward was coming up as a rookie. I think it was 2010 season. That would have made me like a 6th or 7th grader. So, I mean, that 2010 season with Hayward as a rookie is something like I can still remember very vividly. And to see him in a Dodgers uniform, he hit that tank the other night, I couldn't help but smile. You know me, I don't really like the Dodgers. I'm not a huge fan of the Dodgers. But seeing Jason Hayward in a big league uniform again, doing what Jason Hayward used to do, props to the Dodgers for figuring him out, because he's a great baseball player and really struggled when he got to Chicago.
Yeah, look, no doubt about that. All right, Collins here. Dodgers first 5, lay the half run against Diamondbacks. This one will have a start time here of 10 Eastern time. Guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com. As we mentioned, Collins, a fantastic record here. 1,327 units of profit last 30 days documented. Visit Tony'sPicks.com and get signed up for one of Collins' long-term passes. He'll have his premium plays up there for you right now. Or you can just go ahead and get a long-term pass. He has a 3, 7, or 30-day all-sports pass. Get all of his premium plays without period of time you select. When you go to his handicapper page and make that purchase, don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. All right, let's continue on here with Collins Brown as we continue here our rundown here for Thursday's action, as we're ready here for